Hi, welcome to the Rider News. I'm Sarah Janicki and I'm here joined with Matt Downing.
Today we'll be focusing on the top news stories going on at Rider that are impacting the students and faculty's lives.
With Greek life being a big part of the student population, Rider has caused some controversy when it comes to making changes with the Greek life housing, and I went to the scene just to see how important Greek life is to students who join it.
Here at Rider, Greek organization Delta Phi Epsilon has a bone to pick with the university over painting over their walls in the upcoming summer. The university wants to cover up the walls and possibly change the furniture to the standard Rider dorm furniture to have more available space for camps that are held here over the summer. Sisters of the House are not pleased. They feel that covering up the walls means taking away a chunk of their history that goes back decades before them. Anything from composites to plaques to posters are all shown throughout the house. Each year adds new history to the house, making it even more special to the girls who are a part of the organization. The house is an on-campus dorm building that was transformed from head to toe to be a sorority house. Sisters within the house are definitely not afraid to speak up, especially when it comes to their sorority's history.
The walls of Delta Phi Epsilon aren't just about our history and what they represent from the past. They represent us still today. And covering up the paint of our sisters decades before us cover up pieces of sisters that live in the house today. It's not just the history that are on the walls, but it's family trees inside of our closets. It's little notes written on our beds from 10 years ago. It's on our mirrors. Every time you move out of a room, you write your name on that door. So now you're a part of history and it shows that you lived there. And now you become a part of the walls and you are always a part of this house.
With only 4 sororities and 2 fraternities left on campus, the Greek community knows that Rider is not their biggest fan. With that, they are not only trying to protect their history, but also trying to make sure that Delta Phi Epsilon remains on Rider's campus for years to come.
Students with concerns can attend the Senate meetings on Tuesday at 11:15 in Swigert Hall, room 115.
This winter has been especially brutal for not only the students of Rider, but for our dedicated faculty and facilities. I went out to see just how much this winter has impacted the students' lives as well as the people dealing with the harsh weather.
Safety. It's what every college wants to guarantee to its students. But for Rider University this winter, it has been a more difficult challenge for public safety to maintain. Safety. It's what every college wants to guarantee to its students. But for Rider University this winter, it has been a more difficult challenge for public safety to maintain.
With this winter causing countless problems for students and faculty, I decided to speak to Debbie Stassola, Interim Director of Public Safety and Associate Vice President for Planning. She told me how public safety prepares to handle bad weather such as the snow we've had this winter.
And in a snowstorm, we have oftentimes dead batteries, frozen locks and doors, right? Mm-hmm. So public safety are trained to help students out or anyone out with those. We provide snow shovels for students to help dig out their cars. And we're oftentimes the sort of first eyes and ears because we're a 24/7 operation.
It certainly isn't easy for anyone to travel in severe weather conditions. I asked Interim Director Stassola what she thought was the biggest challenge in dealing with the snow.
For us, but for a lot of the municipalities, I'm sure you've been hearing on the news about how more and more challenging it is for us to get the salt and the sand and the other kinds of things, the material that we put out to keep things from being so slippery. So I would say for them it's a big challenge.
Before I left, Interim Director Stassola provided useful advice that all students can use moving forward.
The key takeaway here of just taking responsibility for yourself and recognizing that to the extent that you can, help yourself out.
Sure.
But always know that at least when you're on either of our campuses, public safety is a phone call away.
It's safe to say the Rider campus has had enough snow this winter, and we couldn't be more excited for the spring weather that is to come. And coming up on the Rider News, we will get an inside look at this year's phone-a-thon. So don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Welcome to Rider's BLC, known as the Bart Luedeke Center. Students that attend Rider University have many reasons for why the BLC is the place to be. What's your reason?
Live from 107.7 The Bronx, it's the Rider Sports Spot. On Mondays from 12 to 1, tune in to the Rider Sports Spot to hear expert analysis as we break down all the top stories that matter to you in the world of professional sports. With your hosts, Dan Imat, Carlos Del Cid, and Matt Downing, the Rider Sports Spot is the #1 name in sports radio.
Welcome back to the Rider News. Now let's send it over to Michael Weeks for a special report about this year's Phonathon.
Thanks, guys. Every year, Rider allows students to participate in the annual Phonathon. The Phonathon is a great way to help Rider raise money through a fun and creative way. Let's take a look at how the Phonathon operates. Every evening on the campus of Rider University, a group of students gather in this building to call and connect with Rider alumni to increase support for Rider. This is the Rider Phonathon.
Very much. On behalf of Rider University, I would like to thank you again for your pledge gift of $25.
Hello, yes, I'm looking for a Miss Melissa Bozar.
The Rider Phonathon is a program that raises money for the Rider Annual Fund. It's called by the Rider Fund here. Our company, Wilson Bennett Technology, was hired by Rider to come in and help manage the program, take it to another level. Previously, it had been managed in-house by the school itself. They found that to be not as productive, and so they brought us in to help turn things around a little bit.
The students work to raise money from alumni to help out with student scholarships and funds, as well as build connections with alumni.
Typically, your scholarships here, your tuition here is $16,000 each semester. Another 15 or so for room and board, bringing the total to around $45,000. The Rider Fund helps to keep that number there. The true cost of the education is probably another 20 grand, 15 to 20 grand. So it helps subsidize some of the cost of the tuition for the students.
Oh, 25 is very generous. Thank you so much.
Sure. All right. Thank you so much.
And if you can confirm your address.
We call once in the fall and once in the spring, typically for about 4 weeks, with 1 week spent over at the Westminster campus. So we split between the two of them and try to even it out as much as we can. Any student, freshman through senior, no grad students. Honestly, if you have the free time, it's $8.50 an hour. It's a pretty good gig. So.
That's what I call a good cause. Now let's send it back over to Matt and Sarah.
Thanks, Mike. Coming up on the next Rider News, we take a look at Rider's Relay for Life and how successful it was this year. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Rider University offers its students many different options when choosing majors. One of the most popular departments is the Communications and Journalism Department, located in the Fine Arts Building. Students interested in film can join the Rider University Television Network, which offers a chance to produce their original shows and work in a real studio environment. Students also have the opportunity to win various awards for the television shows they produce. Students interested in journalism can join the Rider newspaper. It's an excellent way for students to write their own columns, get feedback, and enhance writing skills. To find out more about the Communications and Journalism Department at Rider University, visit our website at www.rider.edu/communications and find out what a Rider education can do for you.
Thinking of living on campus? Rider University has over 14 residence halls, including standard rooms, suites, and apartments. Being a resident provides you access to special trips or events, time to hang with friends, and not to mention a 5-minute commute to class. So what are you waiting for? Apply for housing today.
Welcome back. This year there are a lot of new additions to the Riders Relay for Life, making many people excited to walk the track. Let's take a look at what's in store for this year.
Every year, Rider University provides students the opportunity to finish the fight by hosting a Relay for Life on campus. Relay for Life is a community-based fundraising event of the American Cancer Society. The relay season at Rider has officially begun with last week's kickoff event held in the pub. Students, faculty, and local community members were able to sign up for teams and get more information on this year's Disney-themed relay. We had the opportunity to speak to students about the upcoming occasion.
Why do you relay?
I relay for my friends and family that were affected with cancer. I relay for everyone in my family that I've lost and for those that are still fighting against cancer and for everyone else out there that's going through the battle.
Yes, this is my first time doing Relay for Life, but I have done the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk for American Cancer Society, so I'm really excited to do this one at Rider University.
What are you looking forward to the most at Relay?
As the activities and events chair, I'm excited to bring in new groups, try new things like theme laps, and help bring more vocal groups and more dance and step team to the event.
And I'm most excited for seeing the first lap take off.
And who does the first lap?
Survivors!
I'm excited to spend the whole night with my friends and raise money for a good cause.
I'm really excited to raise money for survivors.
In addition to raising money for a great cause, this year's teams will participate in a brand new competition against other New Jersey colleges and universities. Co-chair of the Relay for Life event, Eric Cottrell, gives us more details.
The American Cancer Society is starting the New Jersey Collegiate Relay Challenge, and that is between Rider, Rutgers, Rowan, and TCNJ. And basically, in order to win, you have to earn the highest percent towards your relay goal as a university. So whoever earns the most money over their actual goal will win.
And do you think Rider's going to win?
Oh, it's already ours. It's in the bag.
Relay for Life will take place April 5th in the SRC. For more information, go to relayforlife.org/Rider University.
There seems to be a lot of excitement building up for Relay for Life. Our very own Lucia White got to sit down with Kevin Grunder, a lead organizer for Relay for Life, to talk about a benefit performance and goes into greater detail of what to expect this year.
We are joined here today by Kevin Grunder, who is the Survivorship Chair for the Relay for Life Committee of Rider University. Hi, Kevin. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit, what is Relay for Life?
Well, Relay for Life is a fundraiser under the American Cancer Society, whose sole purpose is to raise money for cancer research and other areas of cancer that are important. So you have wigs, you have for patients, you have transportation, and you also have lodging for cancer patients and their caregivers. So I mean, it's a really huge fundraiser where everyone gathers for the evening to just walk in honor of a loved one who is battling cancer, in honor of someone who they lost for cancer, in honor for people around the world who are currently battling cancer. So it's really just a huge event where everyone kind of gets together to fight the same battle. And it's just really awesome, I think.
Okay. All throughout the year, organizations across campus have a number of events to raise money leading up to Relay for Life. Auctions, all stuff of that nature. You brought a brand new event to campus this year.
So about a month ago, me and Kate Belliver, who's the president of my RHA, we sat and thought, not many people actually know where the money for Relay for Life is going and just why we donate money. I mean, the obvious reason is cancer research, but I thought there are so many other areas where the money we're actually raising goes. So I just thought if we can inform an audience of where the money is actually going in a fun and creative way. Yeah. So I thought of a benefit performance or a cabaret, because everyone knows what a cabaret is, and it has usually a positive connotation when people think of it. So I thought definitely bringing that information in a fun way and kind of putting it together to create a fun event would definitely bring an audience onto campus. So I held auditions for the event and got 13 awesome acts who performed last night in the pub, and it was really awesome.
Why is raising money for the American Cancer Society so important?
It's so important because it helps so many lives. So many people are touched by cancer because it is such a relevant and horrible disease that so many people are affected with. So raising these funds is just an awesome way to give back and help.
And where can students get more information about Rider University's Relay for Life this year, and when is it taking place?
All right, for more information about Rider University's Relay for Life, you can just go to the website, www.relayforlife.org/Rider University, and you can register for the event. It's that simple.
And when is the event taking place?
This Saturday, April 5th, and the SRC.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for being here, and back to the news desk.
Well, that makes me want to put on my walking shoes and raise a lot of money.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to do it for everyone here at the Rider News. I'm Matt Downing.
And I'm Sarah Danicke. See you next time.